Parshas Tetzaveh. Can we, you know, they say, trust your heart. What's your heart telling you? Trust your heart. Another thing they say, seeing is believing. Is it true? Is it true? Can we really trust our heart? Is seeing really believing? So I saw this idea. All of the kalim of the Mishkan, all of the parts of the Mishkan is considered a microcosm of the universe. And there's a whole creation of the Mishkan, and it parallels all the parts of the universe. And the Sfarim explain how. There's a lot of discussion about it, and we even learn the laws of Shabbos from the laws of the Mishkan, because the universe and Shabbos and the Mishkan are so intimately related. In addition, there wasn't originally supposed to be a Mishkan. There was supposed to be inside of all of us a Mishkan. Every person is called on some level. He's a Mishkan. V'shachanti b'seich b'nei Yisrael. Hashem says, I'll put my presence inside the people. Ideally, there wouldn't even be a building. Ideally, the connection wouldn't need the outside world, a place of focus. It wouldn't need that. It would just need that we would be connected. And there's forums that discuss amazing. Rabbi Shua Heller has a whole discussion of how if you add up all the different pieces that Torah tells you about making the Mishkan, it comes to 613, because there are 613 mitzvahs. And every one of the 613 mitzvahs actually is parallel to one part of each human being. We have Ramach Evorim and Shisa Gidim, 248 limbs, 365 sinews, however that's divided. And the 613 mitzvos, each one of them is expressed by one body part. And it's also expressed by one of the 365 days in the year and one of the 248 limbs. Interesting, Tisha B'Av is connected to Gid HaNoshe, the weak point in the person. And all kinds of different connections are made. When you look at all the kalim of the Mishkan, so they're made with wood and they're covered with gold. There are two exceptions to this rule, that they're not made with wood and covered with gold, they're made of solid gold. What were those two? The menorah, the candelabra, and the kaporos, the cover of the aron. And the Sfarim say that the menorah, well, what does the menorah do? The menorah provides light. That's parallels the eyes. And the kaporos parallels the heart. And those are the only two pieces, or the only two parts of the Mishkan that are solid gold all the way through. And so I saw this idea that I'm struggling to make sense of. I'll share it with you and you could help make sense of it in your own minds. And it goes as follows. Can you trust your heart? I don't know, is your heart solid gold? Can you trust your eyes? What do your eyes see? The Gemara says in Brachos that there are two middlemen for Avera. There are two parts, the heart and the eyes. V'lo sasuru, we say every day when we say Shema, do not stray after your heart and after your eyes. Acharei lechem, acharei levavchem, after your heart, v'acharei einechem, after your eyes. Don't stray after them. So clearly, these are the two things that are the best at leading you astray. What you look at and how you feel. These are the things that we challenge. I'm seeing this. Am I seeing the real picture or not? Am I making sense of things properly or not? I'm feeling this. Is this reflective of reality or is it missing something? So the Man Shalach says that they're supposed to work together, the eyes and the heart. If a person is careful at what he looks at, about what he looks at, if a person takes care to guard his eyes, then the message it gives the heart is a real message, and the heart can make sense of it. But if he doesn't, and his eyes are taking him everywhere, then he will inevitably come to the wrong conclusion about what he sees. He's going to make sense of it the wrong way. And if in his heart he's not loyal to Hashem, then that will cause him to see reality wrongly as well, because he's going to define things based on an incorrect basis, on an incorrect loyalty and understanding of what the Creator wants. So these two parts of the person that are meant to work together, you sit down and you think, I really want to do the right thing. Hashem, what do you want of me? And trying to find that deepest place inside of ourselves. And there are so many distractions that come up in our head, and there are so many other thoughts that come in when we're trying to get to that clear place. And part of what makes it so difficult is we're really drawn after a lot of other things. But to the extent that we can, the reason we trust these great tzaddikim with it, when we ask them for advice, the reason we trust these great personalities is because they've managed to clarify their eyes and their heart to a level that we say they're seeing things as they are, not the way they want them to be, and not the way it's pleasant to see them. And so as we finish going through the kelim of the Mikdash and the Begadim, the last keli is finished over here at the end of the Parsha, the Mizbeach HaZohav. Let's kind of just try to look. How much can we trust ourselves? How good are we with our eyes? How good are we with our heart? This is the Avodah. Gentlemen, we should be zeicher to see and feel what's right and clearly. Have a beautiful Shabbos.